Hello everyone, and welcome to the Econ 247 Final Exam Jeopardy show. I'm your host, Jayla Washington, and today we have 3 contestants that are here battling each other for a perfect score on their final exam. Contestants, can you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Hannah.
Hello, my name is Deja Studdard.
And I'm Shira McDuffie.
Hi guys, how are you today?
Good.
Good.
Doing well.
Alright, so today the questions will be based off of the unemployment concept from your Econ 247 class. We will have 3 rounds, and the categories of those rounds are unemployment terms, unemployment equations, and unemployment types and graphs. Any questions before we start?
Nope.
Perfect. Player 1, that's you, Hannah. You will go first. What do you want to start us off with?
Let's start with unemployment types and graphs for 200.
Alright, first question. What are the types of unemployment? In order to receive all points for this one, you have to name them and describe exactly what they are.
The 2 types of unemployment are cyclical unemployment and frictional unemployment. Frictional unemployment is the normal type of employment that we normally see, and then the cyclical employment refers to the subnormal growth, meaning that the unemployment rate would be positive.
That's correct. Nice job, Hannah. Player number 2, Deja. It's your turn. What's your pick?
How about unemployment terms for 200, please?
What are the reservation wage and the offer curve, and how do they correlate?
A reservation wage is a minimum amount that someone will take after they get a job offer.
Deja, it's Dr. Bohannon. You know this. We reviewed it in class. The longer you look, the better offers you get.
And if I remember my econ professor, Dr. Bohannon, correctly, an offer curve is the best offer you can have for your wage. The longer you look, the better chances you have.
Very impressive, and it looks like your econ professor taught you well. All right, player number 3, Shira. Your other opponents are tied. Now it's your turn to pick.
I'm going to choose unemployment equations for 200.
Okay, unemployment equations for 200. How do you find the unemployment rate?
Oh, that's easy. You take the unemployment number and divide it by the labor force number.
That was quick and also correct. Okay, everyone, that completes our first round. All of the players are tied right now at 200 points. With 2 rounds left, we'll see how things change. Shira, since you went last, you get to go first this round.
Okay, let's see. How about unemployment types and graphs for 400?
Unemployment types and graphs for 400. What are the phases of the business cycle? You must illustrate and explain it. 10 seconds on the clock. 5 seconds. I'm sorry, Shira, but time is up. This is what the business cycle looks like. It's a combination of supernormal growth and subnormal growth. Deja, we're back to you. What's your pick? You have the opportunity to take the lead here.
I'll think that I'll take unemployment terms for 400, please.
Keeping it consistent. Okay, this one is a bit more complicated than your last one. Which category has 2 subcategories within? And this is regarding the definitions that you learned in your Econ 247 class.
You know, I think I'm going to use my phone call on this one.
Okay, and who you're going to call?
I'm going to call Professor Bohannon.
All right, you have 30 seconds.
Hi, Dr. Bohannon. This is Deja from Econ 247. How you doing? That's good, that's good. Well, I'm actually on a Jeopardy show right now, and I need your help. The question is, which category within our definitions has 2 subcategories within it? Great. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good time.
You have your answer?
Yes. L, the labor force, is a subset of N, the non-institutionalized population. But the labor force is made up of those that are employed and those that are unemployed, yet are still seeking work. So the answer is the labor force has two categories within itself in regard to our definitions that we learned in class.
Deja, you're right again. And that puts you in the lead with 600 points. Hannah, back to you.
Unemployment equations for 400.
Unemployment equations for 400. How do you find the labor force participation rate, Hannah?
Think of the labor force and
You
the non-institutionalized population.
The labor force participation rate is the number of the labor force divided by the number of the uninstitutionalized population.
Nice job, Hannah. That's correct. That concludes the end of round 2. As we go into round 3, 2 of our players are tied, Hannah and Deja, with 600 points, and Shira, unfortunately, is only at 200 points. But let's see how things change in our final and third round. Deja, you'll start us off.
Okay, I'll switch things up this time and choose unemployment type graphs for 600, please.
All right, unemployment types and graphs for 600. The question is, describe 2 different search models for unemployment. Now for this one, you must also illustrate these, so write it on a piece of paper so that you can show us when you're done. 10 seconds on the clock.
So there is a supernormal growth graph and there's just a normal growth graph. In the first one, you have your offer curve and your reservation wage. In this model, you can see that the offers will be quicker and higher, while the search times will be short. On the contrary, in the other model, for normal growth, we also see the offer curve and reservation wage. Yet, search times are longer. In normal growth, the longer someone searches for a job, the higher their offer will be.
Very well said. And Deja, that's exactly right. You get an additional 600 points, putting you in the lead. Shira, what's your next pick?
I'd like unemployment terms for 600, please.
Okay, your question for this one is, which terms are key to the understanding of unemployment?
Remember your definition, Shira. Don't forget our definition circle that we drew in class.
Oh, there's the general population, which includes people that are 16 years or older. Then there's the non-institutionalized population, which is the people who aren't incarcerated. There's the labor force, and within the labor force, there are those who are employed and those who are unemployed but actively searching for work.
Shira, that's right. Good job. You now have 1,000 points, which unfortunately puts you in second. Hannah, this is the final question. You will either tie for first with Deja and receive a perfect score on your final econ exam, or you will come in a close third place to Shira. No pressure. All right, the last question for 800 points is an unemployment equation. Are you ready, Hannah?
Yep.
Okay, if U is 10 million and E is 160 million, what is the unemployment statistic? Now remember, you must give your answer and explain how you reached your conclusion. You'll have 15 seconds on the clock. I'm sorry, Hannah, but the correct answer is 5.9%. The equation is U divided by L. Remember that U and E are subsets of L, so you had to add those two numbers together that I gave you to get L. Which means Deja wins with 1,400 points, Shira comes in second with 1,000 points, and Hannah comes in third with 600 points, unfortunately. So congrats, Deja, to you. You have received a perfect score on your final exam, and to the rest of you, best of luck.
Cool.